Hi everyone, welcome to the BLACKALL100 2025 wrap-up. Sitting here with Simmo and Gav, and we just thought we'd go through a little bit and
welcome everyone else that's here.
And we've got a live audience here today.
Thank you.
All good guys, thanks very much. Really appreciate you all coming and giving up your Monday to be with us. It's fantastic.
Beautiful, thank you.
Yeah. Anyway, what we thought we'd go over the race, go over a few things, and sort of express our views on the event. So why don't we just sort of start with the results, Simmo?
Yeah, straight into it, righto. Congratulations everyone that went to the start line, got to the finish line. The 21K we'll kick it off with, and we'll start with the 21K women's. New course this year. All feedback's been really positive. It was a pretty fast day out there.
Very fast.
And I don't think anyone came back saying they didn't like it, so which is always good. All right. So we had in third place in a time of 1 hour 53 and 29 seconds. We had Crystal Footer. In second place, a time of 1:49.11. We had Hayley Stokes. And then our seems to be a fixture on the top of the podium step at all our races in a time of 1:34.29. And a new record, of course, was Mel Hauschild. Mel is obviously the 50K Blackhall record holder from last year, Rainbow Beach record holder, BY at Daybreak course holder, record holder, and overall winner of all three of those races as well. So this is the first time she hasn't won overall, maybe.
Yeah.
Got some work to do, Mel. All right, and then in the... actually, I should point out Mel was due to run in the 50K and she's been injured. So we'll give her...
It's not too bad for an injury.
Yeah, we'll give her a break on that one. In the men's, phenomenal racing here by the fellas. In third place, Ryan Gray in a time of 1:25.27. Jack Gill, second place, 1:25.02. And in 1:24 and 30 seconds, we had Yannick Therilt. Yannick has won the race previously in 2023, and he was second last year, 2024. So less than 30 seconds between first and third was pretty impressive. So,
big thing to note, I think, is the with this course, it's certainly a lot faster. I'm not even sure that you'd probably know this more, Gab. I'm not even sure that women had gone under the 2 hours mark.
2 hours was the record.
Yeah, and so we're talking Mel here, but the other guys, the other ladies have gone under as well. So certainly a faster course. So it was good for those ones that love that running.
Yeah, yeah, and I think the feedback was the 21K, like they were just included more by not being shipped out to the start line. They were there. They contributed to the great vibe we had at the start line for the 50 and the 100 because everyone was already there. So.
Well, it's the first time you've experienced the 100 start for a long while, and 50 start. What since pretty much this started, you've always been shipped out at the start of the 21.
Maybe the first time since I was on the start line. So
yeah.
All right. Let's move on to the.
I'll get there one day.
You were never there.
You got no chance.
Yeah.
50K men's. All right. The inaugural Queensland Athletics State Championship. So it was all comers were able to take that title. And we're stoked it's the first recognised Queensland Athletics event or trail event. And if Athletics Australia are watching this, which I'm sure they are, take note because we'd like to get recognition by Athletics Australia. 50K men's in third place in the time of 4:23.10. Jamie Cassiaro, sorry, Jamie. Last year's 100K winner in a time of 4:18.13 was Liam Derrins, local lad, and taken out first place in a time of 4:15.50 was another local lad, Jordan Ryan. So Jordan's had a ripper of a race there. He was the 36K Yandina champion this year. He broke the record there. And talking to him and Liam, they were neck and neck until maybe, I think, the 5K mark. And then Jordan put the hammer down, left Liam in his dust.
I think to note too there, mate, that would probably be one of our fastest 50K efforts. I know we've had, I think it's Daryl Taylor. It was maybe the 401, but that was on that alternative course.
Yeah.
So I think this would probably be, especially on this course
close,
with the Gab's Gutbuster and stuff, this is probably one of the fastest 50s we've seen for a while.
Does Ben Duffus have the fastest?
No, I think Daryl Taylor does on the...
Yeah, but on this, on as close to this course as
Yeah, I would have
had.
thought so.
Yeah. I think
Close, yeah.
I think it was within a couple of minutes there Jordan
Yeah.
got. So
Yeah.
great racing and congrats on being the inaugural Queensland champ, Jordan. In the women's, we had in third place Celine Shearer in a time of 5:20.34. Buha Bali in a time of 5:14.38 took out second. Buha's a former 100K champion at Blackhall. And what a year Zoe Manning is having. She's taken out the inaugural Ladies Queensland Championships in a time of 4:52.47. Earlier this year, she ran third at Rainbow Beach in that cracking ladies race and overall race, and was second at Biwa at night. Was that in the marathon?
Marathon.
Yeah. So congrats, Zoe. You've had a cracking year, so it's not over yet, I guess. Alrighty, move on to the 100K men's. We had in third place Sam Dermody, 10:39.29. Dave Russell in his first attempt at 100Ks in a time of 10:21.56. Dave won the Yandina 5.0 50K this year, and he was on the podium the year before that. So well done, Dave. And then unbelievable performance, I thought, on a pretty hot day. Quinton Gill's taken the win in 9:57.05. So I never got a chance to chat to Quinton about what sort of time he had, whether he was trying to go much faster than that or whether 10 hours was it. But he's run a smart race on a hot day, and I think he's gone post to post on that one.
Yeah, he did. Led from start to finish. I think it'd be interesting to have a chat to him because there was moments in that race where his predictive was like around that under 9 hours. So there seemed to be, obviously, A was to win the race.
Yeah.
B was probably to get under 10, but I'm not sure in between that A and B whether there was a chasing down George's course record of 9:35 there, you know.
You would think somewhere between 11 o'clock and 2 o'clock that time's probably changed.
It did slow down a bit. We got a couple of updates from Dan, and he was gobsmacked at what the predictive was coming in at, and then as it sort of progressed, the heat kind of got him. But did you get to see him out on course?
Didn't see him at all.
Mate, I don't think anyone did.
Yeah,
it was like a flash.
Yeah, I've been following Quinton and seen a bit of his training and that, and like immaculate prep. And he lives in the Blue Mountains, but he's travelled up and trained on the course and like.
He did live up here though, didn't he?
He lived on the Gold Coast, I think it was at one stage.
Yeah, because him and his training buddy, when they did the obstacle course racing, Liam, he came to my place here. I met him by chance. They said, "You want to go for a run?" I didn't know they were. And we went for a 30K run. It took me 4 or 5 days to recover. They ran me into the ground. I mean, I was like, God, give me a break. And then, when you see what he can do, there must have been a very good heart rate training day for him when I ran with them. Holy crap. Oh, quick.
Yeah. Well,
maybe Liam might come and race. I know they were both 1 and 2 in Australia at one point, maybe even the world or something. So,
yeah, far out.
Good.
Well, he's put his name on the Blackwall Bell, so hopefully he'll be back to defend that. And anyone's welcome to come and challenge him on that one.
Yeah.
All right, and then in the ladies' race, I really loved watching the way this race unfolded for a lot of the girls up the front of the race, or in the top 10, because they were back and forth for most of the day until about probably 60K, I reckon, and that's when Dom sort of ran away with it. But
did Dom dominate?
Did you think of that? It was,
You might have to hit
Honestly.
the. How come the crowd's not cheering for that? All right, let me punch these ones out here because the ladies' race, probably my favourite race of the weekend. Megan Brown, third place in a time of 12:48 and 4 seconds. So Brownie's back. It's great to see her back in racing. It was her 9th finish at Blackall.
Yeah.
That was her 5th podium. So
Yeah, I think she had the DNF last year, if I remember, with the heat got her last year.
Yep.
And I think she had a moment where she was slowing down and then looked like she made a comeback as well throughout the day by the looks. So, yeah.
Yeah, and she and Sarah, who's come second in 12:43.37, has left checkpoint 6 behind Brownie. So Sarah's gone past Brownie to run into second in the last few Ks. But Sarah led for most of the morning. So she's also sort of come back because I think she was down to about 5th at one stage.
Yeah.
And then to go back to back and defend her crown, dominate Dominic Ryan, 11:54.13. Cracking race, like everything I've read and heard, people are like, oh yeah, she's gone charging through, and I don't think it was the case at all. I think she's just set her course and just run her pace from start to finish. I think she was 8th or 9th through checkpoint 2, was 8th or 9th to checkpoint 3, and was maybe in 1st or 2nd by the time she got to checkpoint 4.
Yeah, and then started to increase. Yeah. I think it'd be interesting to have a chat to her as well to sort of see how this plays out, because it seems to me the hotter the race, the better that Dom is. I don't know if that's like how she feels about that. I know she does stuff in cold weather as well, but this was really well weighted again. And I mean, what is that, about 40 minutes faster than last year or something like that? It's just nuts.
Yeah. I remember she made a comment when she finished last year about like the slowest winning time or something, which was BS because she won. So, but she's managed the heat. Dom does a load of hiking, and she does a load of running at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock when it's hot. So she's used to it. She's acclimated to that heat. She knows how to eat in the heat. She knows how to look after herself. So it's just preparation. You know? It looks like she's just out there having a good time as well. You know, she's always smiling, always happy.
That's the key to it, I think.
Yeah.
If you got that on the go, you're just in such a better space. So
so hopefully we see it back next year. I don't think anyone's gone 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Shona went 3.
Shona did year 1. Reece has won a couple.
Jess Schluter.
She's won a couple.
Yeah.
You usually win if you win a Blackwell, you usually get a second one.
Yeah.
Along the line. We've had 3-peat for men, haven't we?
No, Charlie's won
Charlie
3
Boyle.
times, yeah.
Sorry,
Charlie.
he did 2 in a row.
Oh yeah.
No one. Yeah.
And then
Shona's
he's
the
won
only
a
one.
third later on.
Yeah. Shona's the only one that's done 3 in a row.
Yeah.
The first 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive. So.
Yeah.
Mate, thanks for the results.
Crack and running by everyone. And then we never mentioned. I forget his name now, but Adam.
Oh, Adam, yes.
Our final finisher in a time of 23:56 or 23:57 thereabouts. On his 3rd attempt, Adam has come rolling up the driveway with a big smile on his face to be our last runner home. And 2 previous DNFs, and first words out of his mouth were, "Can't wait to do it again next year." So we'll see you next year, Adam, and well done.
Yeah, he did a great job of it. So brilliant, mate. You've been sitting here like a stale bottle of piss. So we'll get on.
I don't sort of sit at the finish line, and
No, you're out on the course.
where it's all happening, and you miss a lot of that sort of.
Oh, you
where
see
everyone's moving around the course.
You're the only one with parts of the course named after you, so come on, ease it up.
You're the only one sleeping in the back of your truck.
Yeah, we caught you.
So
mate. Well, so always with the stats is like really of interest for a lot of us, and so let's go through some of the stats.
So because it wasn't really that hot this year, well, it wasn't as hot as the year before, and I think
You don't reckon?
no.
I don't know. Temperature wise, it'd be interesting. I mean,
When you guys walk out of the air conditioning outside, it's probably quite hot. But
Well, I got out of the pool at about 1 o'clock. What did you?
Yeah, well, I was in the pool at 1 o'clock, but I know with Todd because I had to turn the fan up from 60% to 70%.
Oh yeah.
I didn't have to do that last year.
Yeah, no, I did appreciate that.
I don't think it was quite as hot, but
Yeah, okay.
or maybe people actually trained for the event, which is always a good thing. But there was
couldn't-
definitely less dropouts. Finishing rate was way better, 100% in the 21K, so no one ditched on that, which is good. I mean, it's a nice course. Why would you want to stop halfway around, you know?
It's a beauty, that
So
course.
the 50K, we had a 95% finish rate, which was only 24 DNFs compared to 54 last year. So big difference there.
So that's well over a 50%.
Yeah, well, it's way less. So we were down to 89% finishes last year. The 100K, 76%. It was only 70% last year that finished. So 76% has gone up quite a bit. 64 DNFs, it was 84 last year. So we were down on those again. But I think maybe the storm in the afternoon might have helped a lot of people. So there's middle to back enders that, you know, if it's still hot and you haven't had rain, it's still hot. You know, it's hot in the nighttime, whereas the temperature dropped quite dramatically.
The
And I think
nighttime.
that saved a lot of people.
Do you think that, and the nighttime temperature? I don't.
It was good.
I don't know. I don't feel like it was as humid as normal.
No.
I felt that it was humid after the first storm,
Yeah.
but then cooled down significantly.
Oh, that's right. 'Cause
after
we got the second one. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was sort of
Yeah.
But the second one caught people unaware. So while it was hot, it was actually the cold that undid it for a few people. I know that they got cold and they changed into dry clothes after the second storm. Got caught in after the first, got caught in the second, and were wet again.
Yeah.
And it was towards the back of the pack, so they're going a lot slower, and it just got cold, and
And that happens.
Yeah.
it's pretty demoralising.
David Elms would never get caught like
No way. He put the thermals on, mate. In the wet. He knew what to do.
that. So that's the stats on the finishes. I've got a special mention here for two people that have actually started every single year. They both had one DNF each, and that's Joe Van Gorp and Tricia Smith.
Yeah.
Tricia's done a couple of different distances.
Did you say Trish had one DNF?
One DNF. Yeah.
When was it?
Oh, I can't remember.
It was probably in the cold year for her.
Probably, yeah.
It's probably too cold. Got to 19 degrees.
But yeah, so out of all the people that run, there's only two of them have been every single year. So
Yeah.
Stewie probably would have been there, but Dr. Colin wasn't allowed to.
Yeah, he was
He
in
was
it.
upset
He's
about
been
that.
at every race. He's
Yeah.
definitely been at every event because he
Yeah.
helped us at the finish. So.
Which I guess brings us to the 500 Club.
Yep.
So this year we had
13,
so you can read them all out.
inductees into the 500 Club. We had a few of these had to hit hundreds to get it. We had Alan James, Alan Maines, Bruce Hanna, Trog. Every time I see that name, I was like, who's Bruce Hanna? It's Trog. Carol Graydon, Dan Cruz, Dana Worrell, Helen Rolfe, Jason Dooley, Kyle Wilmot, Lee Maskill, Matthew Graves, Tom Anderson, and Wendy Miller. A few locals there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, plenty of locals.
Yeah, lot of names there I've known over the years, and Lee Maskill's one that I've known for a long time. Got a good story about him, but I won't share it today. But he knows all about it. He's poor old chafing during the Glasshouse 100. You know that story I've told you about, the chafing with the strapping? That's Lee Maskill. So anyway.
So next year potentially we have possibly 26. That's if they all train and finish.
And how many is there any potential 1,000 legends?
So next year in the 1,000, so this year we had two, as most people know, Joe and Stewie,
Yep.
first people to reach 1,000 kilometres in the BLACKALL 100.
Geez, that belt buckle was all right.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So,
Belt buckles goes on.
yeah, I've had to hide them from Brett because he wants to wear them all
I
the
want
time.
to wear one.
So next year we have Suzanne Wilson and Brownie, of course, that
Yeah.
if they finish
Yeah.
100, they'll be in there.
Yeah, I know Jody Fisher's ironing off too.
Yeah, he's a couple
I
of
think
years away.
someone said, you know, will we have belt buckles, or is it just a one-off? No, the belt buckle will remain. We would kind of think that hitting that mark's, you know, pretty amazing, and the belt buckle in ultra running is the, I guess, tip of it, I suppose, when you get one of those. So
Yeah,
it's
100
pretty cool.
100 miles or 1,000 Ks is when you should get a belt
Yeah.
buckle, I think.
I reckon.
Yeah, so that's
which is pretty cool.
So we've got a couple next year, possibly.
Yeah.
Which they should do.
No pressure.
No pressure. Just get training.
Well, the other thing too is I like doing this, but I always worry that we're going to miss people because there's so many of them.
Yeah.
We need to give a shout out to all these volunteers, mate.
So,
there's so many. I actually think that the DNF rate's lower because of the volunteers, and we even introduced a new water station this year, which I think, and we've looked at a few of the surveys now that appreciated having that extra water there at the 57K-ish mark. So, let's run through those volunteers.
The volunteer, I'll go through the groups rather than every single name because I probably don't know most of them. Caboolture Road Runners, they're normally at the start finish and CP2 for the 100Kers. Silver Fox Group, they're at CP1 for the, that's at Condalilla for the 100Kers. The Sweeney Runners, they're at the first water station, which, we had every runner went past that.
Yeah.
The 50s and the 100s went through it twice. Oh, there was one person went through it 3 times, but we'll get to that. CP3 down at Sam Kelly Road, we got a new group, the Moreton Bay Road Runners, Cam and his family, and all the guys from that. They absolutely loved it. They had it running. Actually, there's a really good video on someone put on the discussion page where they run into CP3. It looks really good.
Yeah, it looks great.
Of course, Lauren and the Trail Chicks up at the Halfway Oasis, which probably saved most of the people that were crying. They gave them a Zuba. So she's pretty good to them up there, but it's and then you get caught in the storm up there. So. The new water station, as Brett was saying, Three Peaks Gym from Nambour. That's Sam and his guys were there, basically giving out water and a bit of encouragement to those coming down there before they do the last little climb up.
They were really busy. I went past there picking someone up, and they were really busy.
Yeah,
keeping people hydrated and that.
Yeah, and they loved it. But he's Three Peaks Gym. He's a new gym in Nambour that's based around endurance running, so not just looking pretty. BTR at checkpoint 4 and 6, which are close. So that's Peppy runs checkpoint 4 and Linda's 6. They had them all running through there. Checkpoint 6 gets everyone. The 21s all went through there, so they probably got a little bit of watermelon and a bit of love. So that was all different for them. Jeff and the track team down at the next water station ran about the 72K mark, and then of course the Nutters, which have just about every year, not every year, but just about every year, have done CP5.
Well, I think they've done it every year pretty much except for one, maybe.
First year, maybe.
Yeah, first year. I know my mum was there the first year.
Yeah, so they've been there.
Few runners.
Helena had broken ribs. Howie had a buggered knee, and Hammond was in a bit of a pickle about something. Not quite sure what was going on there. But everyone sort of commented on how good that checkpoint was, and it was sort of at 82K, it's a good spot to be. And for most people, it's in the dark. So
he's funny, Hammond. I tell you what, he's always got something going on. I mean that. Yeah. He was funny with those pictures.
As far as the course went, I think we only got one person that missed a turn, and I'm not going to mention any names, but Gemma actually missed.
Did you just say Gemma?
Oh, sorry, I wasn't going to mention.
Who's Gemma?
Gemma.
Is she the one that missed the turn?
Yeah. So
how did she miss that?
Well,
hang on, just
yeah.
Is that?
So she missed that.
That's pretty small, right?
And then she also missed that, which was on the path. But I mean,
do you reckon maybe she wasn't at the race brief on the Friday night where we showed the arrows and the crosses?
Yeah, but she was quite cheerful about it. I did see her at the finish, and she had a bit of a laugh. But she got the extra 7K for nothing. You didn't bill for that, did you?
No, I think if she hasn't done 100K, she's not too far off it now. So. So she came round to the water station. Luckily, I was there because I just said, we'll have to keep going then, Yeah, she was pretty good. She was good.
I'll just update. We have in the women's 57K champion was Gemma. But Gemma, we've all done it. Brett's done it more than once. We all run past signs at some point.
Yeah.
So that's trail running, that's ultra running.
Yeah, and then with those, the other thing too with the volunteers, there's quite a few individuals that just come along and they'll stand on road crossings. There's so many of them that just make the day what it is. You know, and you couldn't do an event like this without volunteers. So
Paul and Sarah up on the road.
Yeah, there was Robin and Annette.
They've been a few times. They sort of do all different things for us.
Mick and Sonia and
Justine's at the front gate. James and Charmaine.
Yeah,
Are there at the. They're actually at a turn. It's at about 5.5K, and believe it or not, the number of people that get there and want to know where the water is and where the watermelon is. They've only done 5.5K. I'm not quite sure what's going on there.
yeah.
Anyway, bit of a laugh.
We had Michael Lassman in the ute. He was driving around collecting stuff. We had PB Pete Lassman on the finish line.
He was unreal.
Yeah, he was great.
And Ryan and
Ryan.
Yeah, we had Ryan. We had Tracy Farrow.
Oh yeah. There's so many.
Yeah,
there's so many people. So it's pretty. It was an amazing weekend from my perspective. It was probably one of the. I wouldn't say easy. That's not a very good word. It felt a lot easier than the year before. It was, I guess, more manageable. I got to go in and pick someone up off the bluff. That was interesting. I've never seen people's faces on the bluff, but most people were in good spirits. There was a few that were a bit rough, but most were sort of managed it. They seem to manage it. Maybe, I don't know, they've slowed down a little bit and realised you can't push up that hill when it's hot and things like that. Yeah. So, mate, what any moments that stand out for you over the weekend?
Yeah, I think there were a few. It actually seems like so long ago.
It's two.
Like 2 weeks ago.
We'll release this today.
Yeah,
it's 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
It's 16 days ago.
So obviously, like, I had Spencer out there on Friday night running around and getting in everyone's way, but he's still talking about it. He had such a great time, and it was cool to have him there until I think 2:00 Saturday. So.
And he got the shits with you because he had to go home.
Yeah, he wasn't happy about it, and
Probably tell everyone how old Spencer is too.
He turns 8 this Friday actually, so he's getting there.
But he just loves the trail running, and the other thing is too, from being a dad, you always kind of worry about your kids. But he's continually talks to me, and follows you around and wants to just. What can I do?
Yeah.
I think it's really great that he wants to be around that environment. He's not on his bloody technology and that, and he just loves it. It's so nice.
And he actually wants to do work. He doesn't want to be given shitty little tasks. It's like he wants to make a contribution. So that's cool.
Once he can drive, mate.
So thought about that.
Yeah.
And anyway, it was really awesome, special. I appreciate you guys tolerating him for as long as we did.
No, he's all right.
He's great.
And then, I thought about it. I was just really, with Gav reading out those results, I'm stoked with how good the finish rate was this year, I think.
Yeah.
Because last year it was a little bit of a downer. I was like, So I don't know what it was, if people were just more aware, if they were better prepared, if we've educated them and drummed in that extra water enough. But, that was just seeing so many people finishing. And if you haven't seen the little montage that Steve O'Keefe from Sock Images did, just with the finish line and talking about families and just parents with their kids and friends and the finish line was super special. So can't wait to do it again.
Yeah, it was really good. What about for you, mate? Any highlights?
Well, it was great to see Joe and Stewie finish. I've known Stewie for years and years and years, and Joe, of course, every time she's been in Blackwall or Yandina. But it was great to see them, be the first people to get to 1,000 kilometres, and it just goes to show, if you keep plugging away, you get there. You don't have to be, the winner every time to get to that number. And the other one, of course, my friend Talia that I used to coach, and I've probably said this before. About 10 years ago, she had a really bad back injury and surgery, and they were basically told she'd be in a wheelchair. By the time she was 25, she did her first 100. She did a 50 last year and her first 100. So, it was good to see her complete that. She's very determined.
Yeah.
She's got the warrior in her.
Yeah, you got to have that. You got to have that when you just can't.
Oh, that's funny because Brett has the warrior in him when it comes to race week. Oh, the warrior. Sorry.
The warrior. Yeah, you know.
Oh yeah, the warrior.
Yeah.
I tell you what.
Hit the laugh button. Yeah, so
We've been waiting to hit the applause. No, you should have hit crickets. No one gives a shit. They, I think for me the whole event this year was like a highlight. Really, it felt like it was fairly smooth, a lot more fun. Like it wasn't so dramatic like the year before.
I wasn't getting 20 phone calls.
I got to say though, I've had a look through the surveys, and again, there's a couple of people saying there should be more water between checkpoint 3 and the top, and I'm like, what? I don't know how to articulate this enough to say. We say the minimum is 1.5 litres.
Yeah.
If you need more, throw another bloody bottle in. Like, if you can't get up there with 2 litres, there's something doing.
You know.
Yeah, there's something not right. And just because it's a minimum thing doesn't mean that, you have to carry that. You can carry more. So I don't know how people think you're going to get like 1,000 litres of water on top of a mountain. I mean, we can get it right on the top, which we do.
Yeah.
But halfway up, I'm not sure how we could do that.
Well, if we get enough feedback about it, we can just increase the minimum capacity, and you can all carry 3 litres.
Oh, imagine that.
That'll fix it.
So it's a funny thing that we've identified certain things. We've added more water. I mean,
the extra litre is not going to slow you down going up there.
No,
and that's part of the challenge of the event.
Well, that's what it is. It's an endurance event.
I realise that there's a lot of new people to the sport, but like I know if I read 1.5, I'm taking 2 litres. Like I just know that, and it's also because I'd run in the heat of the day. I don't only run at 5 a.m. So if you did your training through the heat of the day and you knew how much water you were getting through, then it's something that you would know to do. But it's also at the same time you got to be careful of how much water you're drinking because you can overshoot it.
You can tip it on your head.
Which is what you should be doing. You should be tipping it on your head.
Yeah. And I think that's a really great point too, because I've always felt like the race is a reflection of your training.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If you're trained right, I'm not saying that every race goes to plan, it doesn't, but if you've trained for the heat and it's a hot day, there's a fair chance that you got a bigger chance of success. But like you said, if you're training at 4 or 5 in the morning, which I know people have to squeeze stuff in, but on a weekend you could just go for an hour in the heat. You know what I mean? And just get acclimated, and you don't have to do that all the time. You just do that towards the end of the event. To getting close to the event. And
not just your training, like your preparation. Like you're in Queensland, like that there could be a storm. Like it happens all the time at this time of year. So have that extra change of clothing. Have your rain jacket available should you need to pick it up. If you know you're going to be finishing 15 hours plus, then just prepare accordingly. You can pick the jacket up the next day and take it home. You don't get penalised for not using it. Just be more prepared.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do some educational videos around that, because the other one is also being prepared for when you finish. Like a number of people that didn't have dry clothes to put on, or like ran with a friend and then their friend was taking longer and they had the car keys or something. And it's like, have a drop bag, have a towel, and have warm clothes. It might have been 35 degrees, but have a hoodie to put on. Like we're having to wrap people in thermal blankets because they were getting cold at 2 o'clock in the morning.
We certainly put the information out there. I mean, the first aiders are just adamant about having a dry shirt at the finish. Yeah. And it actually frustrates the hell out of Helen, who's the head of the first aid team, that that they're there having to do stuff with runners that they didn't actually need to do.
Yeah.
Like it's sort of like a thing that they don't want to have to do, and they do it. So there's just so many certain little things out there that can make a big difference, and it actually helps the volunteers.
Yeah. I guess like what Simmo said though, there's a lot of, just about every year, probably, I'd say between 30 and 40% first-time runners, or first-time, particularly up here. Maybe we should put out some informational videos
Yeah. Yeah.
This is what you might need.
Yeah, we have a few
Come to a
plans, I
training
think, around
camp.
that.
Yeah, we should. And I think even just talking about the gear, you know, having some of the right gear, some of the, you know, ways to cool down and things like that, you know.
And that Blackhall discussion forum on Facebook, I think there's 4,000 or 6,000 members or something in there, and like just ask questions in there too. It's a great resource.
Yeah, but just don't ask race rules on there.
Yeah, don't ask. If it's on the website.
Yeah, that's on the website. Like if you need race rules or clarification around that, please go to the website. But if you're looking for tips and stuff like that, yes, Blackhall discussion page.
Especially on lights.
Yeah.
Because that's always a good spot.
Yeah. Where you should use your poles.
Yeah. I'd say up the hill. Yeah,
Anyway,
what about you, Bretto?
What's happening with you, mate?
Oh, no, my highlight was the whole thing this year. I felt like it was a really nice weekend. I really loved the Friday night, having Jan Damara there too, and his design for the shirt. I really enjoyed that the shirt reflected our run with those frogs. I always feel like when it comes together and we don't have, like you have problems, but when we manage them really well, and I feel like we've got to a point where we mostly do that. You know, the communication's good. You know, when we've got great communication with the volunteers, and the runner experience is good. And from the feedback we've got, the runner experience was pretty good by the looks of it. So it's hard to gauge that on the day because there's, you know, your phone never stops ringing, and you know, we're continually doing stuff. But it was it was good fun.
I guess also we should mention our new partnership with Wild Earth. Was a success, I think. They've introduced us to a few brands, and some of the prizes and that the winners went away with were very generous.
Well, yeah, sorry, mate, I will interrupt that. I suppose one of the highlights for me is seeing Ultra there. I mean, you know, I've worn those shoes. I've banged on about them for about 10 to 12 years, I reckon. Ever since they came out, actually, I just love them. And to see their brand there, and, you know, that's primarily thanks to Wild Earth.
Yep.
It's really nice to have a brand there that I really, really love.
Yeah.
And, you know, I can honestly say, if you want a pair of Ultras, go get a pair because, you know, I love them. So Gav wears them. I think you've got a pair. You wear them as well. So
yeah, we're looking forward to just going forward through all the events, offering more and not just to the winners. Like we don't want it just to be about the winners of the races.
Mate, we gave 1,000 pairs of socks away.
Yeah, we gave all those socks away. There was some lucky dip drop bag prizes. There was headlamps. There were water bottles. So there's all things like that we were sort of working on. So that was cool. So thanks,
they're
thanks
good fun. Yeah, the Wild Earth and the sponsors. I mean, there's a list of those too. You know, you can go right through. And we've been with Infinite Nutrition Australia for it must be 10 years or something now.
Yep.
Who else have we got? We've got Nobby, Sunshine Coast, Council. Yeah, we've got the Infinite. We got who else do we have? We had heaps of normal, Camelback, Black Diamond. I'm racking it. I think that's most.
And then Ultra and Wild Earth.
Yeah, Wild Earth. So, you know, they really brought a different aspect to the event, which was great.
Yeah, I think so.
You know, they got great gear, so
the socks are pretty good.
Socks are good.
And of course, there's behind the scenes, other than you two, like you don't do as much as me, but
no,
that's no, but other than us three,
but we do look good.
Oh yeah. Other than us three, there's also a lot of people that work behind the scenes that we haven't actually mentioned. That like your daughter, both your daughters, and your son.
Yeah.
All three. Particularly Lily, she probably fields all the odd emails and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I mean odd, not as an odd number, but the weird ones.
Yeah.
And my wife Adele, your wife Megan. Yeah. Adele's she probably marked about 40k of the course and then swept back 38 just for fun. And now she's training for something. Brett.
We'll see how we go with that. But there's also too the fellas that we get to run with, you know, that go out on course. Rory, J Mac, Ralph. We had Noah out there dropping stuff off. So it's a big event. I mean, I've already started bloody organising things for next year. So which is pretty big. So got any more to add, mate?
I just want to wish you good luck, Bretto, for next week. This time next week, you jump in the car and head down to Coast to Cozzy.
Yeah, well, Gav will drive down. I'm flying down because I'm the elite athlete.
Of course.
I'm just taking it easy.
Yeah. So we're doing Coast to Cozzy. Friday the 14th, start at 5:30 in the morning. So we'll see how that sort of goes. At a 240k, so it's going to be an interesting.
So do you think you better just hang off the back of KOB?
Well,
or just make him.
I've threatened KOB that I'm going to run him down. If he's somewhere around 35 hours. No, I don't know, mate. Look, it's going to be a bit of a different thing. I believe a lot of it's kind of on road, so it'll be an interesting style of run for me. But I've done a fair bit of training, and I'll just sort of pace it along and see where we end up.
Well, maybe I should be wishing Gav and Adele good luck, rather.
Yeah, well, I think for these poor guys and Megan, my wife, the three of those poor buggers are going to be basically bunny hopping me at 5k intervals. Apparently, that's how it all works. So, it's going to be interesting. Maybe stretch it out to 10. That's a lot of bunny hopping for 240k's, and that's 48 checkpoints. So,
evidently it's cold down there too, which might be a bit of a shock to us.
Yeah, well, we got this
down to -1 the other day. So
yes, so it is an interesting.
Preparation,
yes.
Brett, preparation, please. I don't want to hear any bullshit about it. I didn't have any thermals or gloves.
I've packed all that in. I've got all that gear. I've got all the thermals.
You can get that at Wild Earth.
Yeah. I think I did get it at Wild Earth. Look, all that's packed in. I guess it is understanding the race is important. So we've done that. So I don't have any injuries, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Now it's just
get there.
Won't do too much and get there next week and start a line. There's no point in doing too much now. It's like nothing's going to change. So I guess the weather will be a lot more pleasant to run in. Just sort of go there and start putting one foot in front of the other and enjoy that.
Well, looking forward to following it, mate. I know
follow on the dot.
It's one of the older ones in the country, and a lot of history to it. So
it's been around since 2003. It had a little bit of a quiet time there for a few years, and it's one of those ones you've got to do a bit of qualifying to get in. So it'd be interesting. And then I guess the other final thing would be hopefully those that wanted to get a Western States qualifier through our race got it. And I know that the lottery opened yesterday.
Yep.
Yours truly's in that again, so I'll be on 32 tickets. We'll see how we go. But there's already over 5,000 entered for 270 spots.
Well, I guess also good luck down. Keep looking over your shoulder. Nolis is in there. KOB, Kieran O'Brien.
Yeah.
Pepe's in there.
Pepe's in there.
Who else?
Ben Wilson.
Ben Wilson.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Ben Wilson is in good form. He ran a 4:48 at the Blackhall. I think he came in 5th or 6th. Yeah. So he's certainly got some run in his legs, that fella. I know he's been doing some good training. KOB's been doing some good training.
There's somebody else that I'm forgetting.
That's in it?
Yeah. Anyway, I'll think of him when
Toby.
Toby, that's
Toby.
right.
Yeah, Toby.
So
he's in. So he's coming off a short 250 mile or something. So this will be a sprint race for him.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
Yeah.
Look over your shoulder, Toby. Bretto's coming.
If you see the old fella in the night, that's me. Slowly running you young blokes down.
All right, I'm sweating.
Right.
Anyway,
sweating in here. Aircon's not working.
Yeah, the aircon's not working. I turned it off to make us really think.
Yeah.
Anyway, to you guys, thanks for another great Blackhall year.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
You guys play a major part in bringing this to life. And the care that you show for the race and the runners is amazing. And I hope it's reflected how much we love the trail. I think it is. So, thanks for bringing your geniuses to the Blackwall 100 and Run Queensland. It's a pleasure to be able to do this with you guys.
Yeah. You're welcome, mate. BY Daybreak entries are open.
Mate, they're open and they're selling. I think there'd only be about 150 spots left with 6 or 7 weeks to go. So I can't imagine that's not going to hit the permit number of 500. So
Well, we'll see everyone in December then.
yeah. See you in December.
Take care.
Take care. Thanks for a great year, guys. Really appreciate you coming and attending the events.